Hi art friends! In this video I'm going to show you how to design your own postage stamp inspired by symbols and images of New York State. A postage stamp is a piece of paper with glue on the back that is put on the corner of a letter to pay the fee for having the postal service take the letter to where it's supposed to go. These are actual postage stamps and they're kind of small. Stamps have been around for a long time and have changed throughout the years. A symbol is a drawing, shape, or object that represents something else. A good example is a heart that represents love, the American flag or a bald eagle that represents the United States, or a dove that represents peace. For your stamp, you will be using symbols and imagery that represent New York State. Each state has a set of symbols that pays tribute to a species or product of great importance to that state. Often state symbols are put forth in a bill to legislature by citizens, organizations, and even kids like you. New York has 16 state symbols. They have a state gem, bird, insect, animal, reptile, a fish for saltwater and a fish for freshwater, tree, flower, bush, shell, fruit, fossil, snack, beverage, and even a state muffin. So let's get started. For this project, you are going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, a ruler, and then anything you'd like to color with. If you have access to a printer at home, you can always print out a template of a stamp and use that for your picture. If you don't, we can simply draw one by measuring out a box with a ruler. Now, you don't have to be exact, and the ruler is more for just using straight edges. Once you have your box drawn, you're then going to make these little loops or lines around the side of your stamp. It's okay if they don't look perfect. Once that's done, it's time to decorate. I went over my lines with a marker just so you could see them a little bit better. Before you start drawing, it would be a really good idea to brainstorm some ideas of things you'd like to draw. What are some symbols of New York State? If you look on the Department of Environmental Conservation of New York State, you can actually find this brochure right here, and it lists all of the New York symbols that are associated with our state. So that's kind of cool and a great reference. You can also use online imagery or pictures that you have, things that make you think of New York State and your experience living here. I absolutely love to go apple picking in the fall. So I think I'm going to draw some apples on my stamp. You also need to think about how much you want your stamp to be worth. Stamps are all different prices. I'm going to make mine a 5-cent stamp. And make sure you include that. Now, while one apple is nice, we want to really enhance our design and fill up that space. I also suggest you go look on the United States Postal Service website and look up all different kinds of stamps. Stamp collecting is pretty popular. And like I said, stamps have changed a lot throughout the years. I think I'm going to draw a basket of apples. Now make sure you're drawing light with that pencil so you can erase if you need to. maybe even the apple tree in the back. Think about your favorite things. Once you're all done drawing, it's time to color. You can color it with any media you would like. If you want an extra challenge, try designing a stamp that's 1 inch by 1 inch, which looks a lot like this one right here. It's super small. Real stamps are actually even smaller than this. So it can be really hard to design something on a small scale and then try to take it up to a large scale. How does it look different? I hope you have a lot of fun with this project, friends, and I cannot wait to see what you create.